Greetings from the South Island of New Zealand. What a beautiful day. Well, I thought I'd just pick up from where I had left off and about Hebrews 11:1, and which states that now faith is the substance of things hoped for, and the fact that faith is a substance and how that actually applies in one's life. So I recall a day when a time, should I say, when I was in Christchurch in New Zealand. I'd been there a number of years, and I just felt like my time in Christchurch was coming to an end. And I was like, well, Lord, where do you want me to go? And he was a little bit silent. And so I started to apply for jobs, and I had this thing about Australia, and I thought, oh, well, maybe I should go to Australia now. And I applied for a job in Tasmania and got an interview, never heard back for a while, a few days. And in my exasperation, I came home one day and I had a words with the Lord, and I said to the Lord, oh, well, Lord, obviously I'm not meant to go to Tasmania. And if I'm not meant to go to Tasmania, where am I meant to go? Because it just seems like the doors are closed. And within a flash, and it hit me in the head and the heart at sort of at the same time, I felt the Lord just said one word, Invercargill, and I went, what? You got to be joking, Lord. There isn't even a job there. And that was just met with silence. So I thought, oh, I better test this out. So the very next day, the job ads came out, and I applied. I opened the paper, and not in a bit of unbelief, to be honest, not expecting there to be a job being advertised for Invercargill for my area of expertise. And sure enough, there was a job for Invercargill. I kind of giggled to myself, and I thought, oh, well, I very flippantly put an application in. I didn't do much effort in putting my CV and my cover letter together, and I sent it off. And no sooner had I sent it off, Tasmania rung, and they said they wanted to take me to the next stage of the interview and wanted me to come over. So I agreed to fly over and meet with them and go for the second round of interviews. And no sooner had I agreed to that I heard within a day, 24 hours of that, I heard back from Invercargill, and they wanted to interview me. And, I was floored by this, because I thought, whoa, this is moving really fast. And anyways, I said to Invercargill, look, I didn't tell them why I needed to go to Tasmania, but I said, look, I've got to make this trip to Tasmania. Can I get back to you? And I was going over to Tasmania for I think it was 4 days. It was a long weekend or something like that. And I went over to Tasmania and did the interviews, and did not have any peace, no peace whatsoever in my spirit about that job, about the people. While they were friendly and all the rest of it, there was a lot of undercurrent and turmoil, and I just didn't feel, especially the whole trip on the plane home, I just really did not have any peace about taking that role. So I subsequently let them know as soon as I got back, and then I rang Invercargill up, and I said, look, I'm ready to come in for that interview now. And they said, okay, and they actually organised within a 24-hour turnaround for me to fly down to Invercargill for an interview. And I went down for the interview, and no sooner had I got back home, because the flight's an hour, I think, hour and a half. So a couple of hours later, when I got back home, they rung me straight away and said, look, the job's yours. And that really floored me. It's like when God gives you a word, he goes before you, and he prepares the way, and he opens the doors. And I ended up staying for 6 very enjoyable years in Invercargill. It's one of those regional towns, and a lot of people sort of pull their nose up about Invercargill, but I met some very precious and special people down there, and I've learnt some very good lessons down there, and had very good opportunities that I was able to embrace while I was down there. So, God opens these doors, and He knows which is the right door for you at that time, and He also knows what's the right door for you that will cause you to grow and cause you to take you to the next level, and to build more capacity in you for whatever is the next step in what He wants to do in your life. So I just want to encourage you, ask God, seek Him for the word, seek Him for that substance. He may give it to you in your heart as an unctioning, or He may give it to you when you're reading the word, and it might jump off the pages, So just be open to how He speaks to you, and just know that when it's a God thing, He will, and you embrace it and you be obedient, He will bring it to pass. So hope that was encouraging. God bless you, and have a good day.